the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real-world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $100,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Well, a wonderful Wednesday evening to you, race fans. Welcome to the Dirt Racing Network and our live coverage of the American Dirt Series 360 Sprint Cars from Eldora. Round number 1 as they kick off their winter season. Show number 1 of the evening should have the DSRL Elite Invitational 410 Series following this one up. Well, right now, 16 drivers have checked in to try to put their stamp on the opening round for the American Dirt Series. I see Josh Whiteman, Jacob Schmutz, Trevor Royer in the house, Skylar Massey, Steve Lindau, Buddy Ware, all making an appearance. Patrick Coluccio making laps out there on the track right now. Practice about 7 minutes left in that. Get started a little bit early for you folks tonight. Appreciate the numbers that are already showing up in the chat. Don't be afraid to say hi, YouTube, Twitch. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, say hello in the chat. Let us know where you're watching from. If you're over on Facebook, make sure you drop by the Dirt Racing Network's Facebook page and like, share, follow. Say hi to us there, too. We can see all the live chat. Lance Heinberger. Haven't seen that name in a minute, but he is in here. Jesse Atkins, Connor Dudek, Should be a pretty good one tonight. These guys are going to work the track way in before they get started. RMM Racing. What's happening, man, over on the Twitch? Appreciate it. Trying to get a Wednesday evening going. Hopefully the rest of the night we'll be covering some good dirt racing. See how the guys over at DSRL stack out tonight. Tomorrow night, I think I'll be pulling double duty again. I know the Indy Race Parts guys get started at 8 o'clock Eastern. That's a 360 wingless series. And then right after them is the Netcode Esports Mighty Midget Series. Should be a double feature for those guys tomorrow night. So, ton of Thursday night racing for everybody. And then Sunday's going to be a stacked-in night, too, when we come back live. Midwest Dirt Cars are back. They are going street stock racing again, I think. And then Down Dirty Outlaw 360 Series. So plenty of sprint car racing for sure. Jacob Schmutz. Well, you might have got the short end of the stick on that deal, dude. I'm not sure. He's not a sprint car guy. You know, I mean, he's a fender car driver. In real life, he's a modified driver, so. Yeah, Jacob probably be around for the second show this evening, too. So. These guys are going to let the time run out. We get down about another minute or so. We're going to go trackside. We're going to get our opening ceremonies out of the way. Don't know where everybody's at. I think Tim and the boys are over in North Carolina. They're over at the World Finals. And I imagine a few drivers are probably over there as well. Yeah. You helped the car until you put the guy that loose nut behind the wheel. Just going to put that out there for you. Oh, I kid, Jacob. I've been up to Salina, watched him race a couple of times. So, about 60 seconds. We'll head down trackside. Just watching the boys get some laps in here. Right now, got our eyes on Schmutzy. Fourth quick in the session right now, 13:35 for his quick lap time. About a little over a tenth off, tenth and a quarter. Take a quick look here at Matt Grimm's car, the 91 machine. All right, just about time for us to go trackside and get ready for our opening ceremonies. When we come back, qualifying be on tap.
We take you down onto the track for our opening ceremonies.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Please remove your hats.
And now, please welcome Pastor Sam Foley from Port Orange, Florida, to deliver tonight's invocation.
Father, we ask today that you protect and bless those who participate in this race. May they use good sportsmanship and respect for each other. And we'll thank you and praise you in Jesus' name. Amen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous us fight. O'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All righty. Big thank you to Johnny Foley, Sam Foley, for that. All right. Practice has come to a close. It is time for qualifying. Lance Heinberger going to roll them out first here. Got to get her out the fence, Lance. All right, Heinberger on the clock. Buddy Ware's out. Josh Whiteman is out. We'll flop over here to Whiteman here in just a second. That lap time not going to count, so we'll go watch Whiteman and see what Whiteman can do. 24 car. Whiteman, second quick. Davin Markham, 14:26. Quick time thus far, 14:11. New quick time for Josh Whiteman. Heinberger, 14:44. Schmutz at a 58. Connor Dudek already up to fourth quick. He's going to shut it down. Trevor Royer, and I know Royer not going to shut it down until he has to. Royer, second quick, 14:15. Royer then promptly finds the outside wall down the backstretch. Let's see what Jesse Atkinson can do here. The 127 machine around for lap one, third quick, 14:18. See if he can improve on that in lap number two. That bobble in turn two, going to put me on the doubtful side that this lap will be quicker, but he did take the short way around. And he does go quicker, 13:92. So very quick for the 127 machine. Cody, Chad Cody in the 11. Cody up to sixth quick, 13:34. We'll see if his second lap is any better. Don't know that it will be. He may move up a spot or two. He does. He jumps to third quick at 14:15, but that's a quarter second off of the pace. So no improvement there. So Jesse Atkinson, quick time this evening at 13.91 seconds. That is not too shabby. He is 0.2 of a second quicker than Josh Whiteman. And I thought Whiteman was going to have a pretty good lap there. So just waiting for him to get the heat races sorted out. Should have a couple of those for you. 30-lap feature on tap. Appreciate everybody tuning in, guys. Make sure you hang around at the end of this one. It shouldn't take too long. If everything kicks off good and there's no glitches, It should be 10 or 15 minutes. We should probably flick over to the DSRL. They open up at the bottom of the hour, 9:30 Eastern, and we will flick over right at that time. So, some discussion going on down in the pits right now, trying to get these heat races lined out. Should be a couple of 8-car heat races. Probably give the drivers, they probably put a little extra time on the clock so they could have the drivers meeting during the period while they were sorting out heat races. So we are just waiting on that. Already had traffic in the Twitch side of things. Haven't seen anybody over on the YouTube or on Facebook. Make sure you say hi. We can see the chat. Got a favorite driver? Shout them out. A lot of the guys watch. And they watch while they're racing. If they're not on track, they're paying a special attention. All right, going to switch over. Going to get ready for heat racing action. So 3 heats. 6, 5, and 5, it looks like. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for heat number 1. It's going to be your quick qualifier for the evening. Jesse Atkinson on pole with Trevor Rohrer on his outside. Lance Heinberger on the inside of row number 2 next to Matt Grimm. And David Garman and Buddy Ware will start the third and final row. So the 127, the 90 on the front row, the 9, the 91 in row 2, the 06 and the 17 making up the third and final row. Track worn in pretty good. Guys all the way down in the turn 4 area right now. But they'll get the green light the next time they come out of turn 4. 8 laps for the heats. Everybody's transferring through. All right, pace truck will make the hard left turn right about here. Green flag in the air. Atkinson got a pretty good jump. Kept it in there about as long as I think he possibly could. Royer gets up to second. Grimm grabs third, but he's got company on the inside. Heinberger's down there. They're 2 wide for 2 rows. Now they're almost 3 wide when they exit turn number 4. Right underneath us, still Atkinson and Royer, 1-2. This battle right here, the best going right now. It's going to be Grimm in third, and then Heinberger, Graham and Ware, or Garmin, excuse me, Garmin and Ware have been going at it. And Ware now going to fall to the back of this side-by-side battle between Heinberger and Garmin. And Heinberger on the top side. Oh, Buddy Ware got up the right rear tire of Garmin's car right there. As we'll go take a look at the front. Atkinson running away with this thing, out to almost a full second right here. Royer now going to the top side, see if he can get some momentum, and Trevor Royer really adept at keeping the right rear right up by the fence. Trying to reel in the guy in front of him using the momentum. But Atkinson just got that thing launching off the corners on the bottom. And he is maintaining about 9/10, almost a full second right there. So Jesse Atkinson coming around to see the white flag for heat number 1. He's way out in front. Over a second and a quarter now. I saw Royer have a problem back there. Heinberger up to third, and Grimm right there in fourth, then Garmin and Ware. But coming out of turn 4 already to the checkers. Atkinson will win the first heat race of the season. Royer, Heinberger, Grimm, Garmin, and Ware. We'll get ready to go down and take a look at our starting lineup for heat number 2. Going to be Josh Whiteman, the 24 car, on the inside of the front row. Next to him, Davin Markham, the 43. Then it'll be the 7 of Connor Dudek on the inside of the second row next to Jacob Schmutz. Schmutz in the 1 car. And the 96 of Skylar Massey scheduled to start in that 5th and final spot, but I don't see that car, so I cannot confirm. There he is. He popped in right before they rolled off. So Massey is going to make the start. All right, one more time around. Behind the pace truck, next time out of 4, Whiteman will get things started. All right. Pace truck out of the way. Josh Whiteman
Green flag.
on the throttle. And I'll tell you what, Markham got a pretty good start. He's just not going to have the angle getting into 1 and 2, but he got a pretty fair start right beside Whiteman. And Dudek now comes out of the second row, and he was going to challenge for the lead right there. Didn't have it that time by. But they'll be 3 wide out of 2. Now they get back to 2 wide. Dudek and Whiteman going at it. Dudek has the advantage at the line by half a car. So the middle appears to be working for the 7 car. At least for right now. He goes in low, comes out in the middle, and he's clear by about 3 car lengths. As Whiteman trying to run right up on the rim. Good run down the backstretch for Josh Whiteman. Pulled alongside. See if he can keep it there on the exit of 4. Not quite. Massey from the back up to 3rd. I saw Markham have a problem there in 1 and 2. Jumped the cushion, got the car back up underneath him. Holds 4th. Schmutz still 5th. We'll go back to the front. That battle not going to be done for a little bit here. They were dead even at the line right there. It was Dudek by the paint on the push bar on the front of that thing. And now Whiteman, the momentum line starting to take over. Going to get the 2 to go signal right here for heat number 2. And Whiteman led that lap. Now Whiteman starting to get away, stretches out to a quarter of a second. It's about 6 car lengths. Dudek slides up to the high side to get to the white flag at the same time. Whiteman very smooth up on the top. Has not bumped the fence. Hasn't jumped the cushion. Just keeping it in right rear in the good stuff. He comes out of 4. He'll win heat 2. Dudek 2nd. Massey up to 3rd. And then Markham and Schmutz 4 and 5. So good heat race there. The guys were pretty close. As we will get ready to take a look at the 3rd and final heat race. It's going to be Chad Cody, the 11 on pole, with the 99 of Patrick Coluccio next to him. Then Stephen Lindau, the 14 on the inside of that second row. Justin Glover, the 25, will start to his ass outside and shotgun on the field. The 422 of Jordan McAvoy. final heat race. Everybody's going straight to the feature tonight. No knockouts. Next time through that zone right there, they'll get the green flag. All right, Chad Cody, ready to get things going. Pace truck will get out of their way. Pace is going to pick up right there, and Cody got a great jump. Lindau saw him hit the throttle, and he goes with him. He's going to have a chance to grab second right here down the backstretch. Coluccio trying to keep the 99 car up on the top side, keep the momentum up. He didn't have it at the line. It was Lindau. Now Coluccio up on top. He's probably going to be able to get it down the backstretch if he can get the launch. Lindau, great drive off the bottom. Got that left rear down the tacky stuff. Got a good push. He's going to keep second right now. They're letting Cody get away. 1.3 seconds, 1.4 seconds now. As Lindau and Coluccio battle it out down the backstretch for second and third. And Coluccio had a problem out of two. Fourth and fifth, McAvoy and Glover almost side by side right there. They're waiting for these guys to sort things out, maybe go on the attack as McAvoy got around Glover to take that over. 2 seconds to lead now, halfway home, final heat race. Chad Cody not waving goodbye, but he is getting smaller in front of these guys in a big hurry. Coluccio now goes to the top side. Coluccio with the momentum takes second away from Lindau. Let's go back and look at Glover and McAvoy. They're still side by side. Cody's going to get the white flag this time out of turn number 4. This thing's starting to settle out. Everybody finding their spot. 2.6 seconds. So the 11 car may be the one to watch tonight in the feature. He is romping through this thing. He's going to pick up the checks in heat 3. Give him a good starting spot in the feature. Coluccio second, Lindau third, McAvoy and Glover fourth and fifth. So heat racing action in the books. A couple of minutes of warm up. While these guys are warming up, let us get a bill or two paid. All righty, practice session going on. About a minute 40 seconds left in it. And then we will throw all 16 of these guys out here for 30 laps. Looks like they're going to end the session a little short. And we are just going to go right on ahead and move into the feature. So, while the drivers are getting the cars out on the grid, let's look at how they're going to line up. It'll be Atkinson on the pole with Whiteman to his outside. Cody will start on the inside of row 2. So your 3 winners, 1, 2, 3. And then Trevor Royer outside the second row. Connor Dudek and Patrick Coluccio in row number 3. Row 4, Lance Heinberger and Skylar Massey side by side. Stephen Lindau inside the 5th row next to Matt Grimm. Davin Markham and Jordan McAvoy in that 6th row inside now. And then the back 2 rows are going to be David Garman inside row number 7 next to Jacob Schmutz. And Justin Glover and Buddy Ware will make up our 8th and final row. 16 cars, 30 laps. This is a big, wide track. And I kind of always feel like these guys can get spread out really quick. And as soon as they do, it gets a long green run feel. And you can rip 30 laps off here just with a blink of an eye, without even knowing you did it. So we'll see what these guys can do here. It's a little slick. Looks like it's going to be maybe a little more on the higher side. Maybe not right against the inside fence. We'll see how the track changes. That may come back late in this thing. .30 laps the distance, ready to go green this time out of turn number 4. Atkinson and Whiteman in row 1, Cody and Royer. Row number 2. I'm going to watch that black and yellow number 11 car. He was super quick in his heat race, and the track was just a little bit wetter than it is now. So it was starting to get to the dry. That car was very quick around the top. We'll see how long it takes him to go top shelf, but Atkinson gets a great jump. And he leaves Whiteman and Cody battling side by side for 2nd and 3rd. And Dudek and Royer were side by side for 4th and 5th. And Royer had trouble off the top side. He recovers, brings it right back alongside. Now Whiteman off the top side, going to grab 2nd away from Cody. Here comes Royer. He's riding right around the rim. He is trying to keep Chad Cody from getting up to the top. Getting in a rhythm on that top side. Now he's got a swerve to miss. Whiteman, who bumps the fence coming out of turn number 2. And Royer running down your leader, making passes up to 2nd. Whiteman now 3rd. Cody's in 4th, and Dudek slid back to 5th. Atkinson not getting away, and he is running pretty much exclusively on the bottom. Did it in his heat race. He's able to run out and get in front of Royer. Royer maybe learned something for the feature, and the high side starting to come in. And Trevor Royer going for the lead out of turn number 4. He's got it with 25 to go. Trevor Royer, the 90 car, out in front of Jesse Atkinson. Now Whiteman still hanging on to 3rd. He is going to bring Chad Cody with him. They're going to try to run down the 127 of Atkinson. Dudek 5th, Grimm, Coluccio, Heinberger. There's Schmutz in 9th, Lindau 10th. Side-by-side battle for 11th and 12th, Markham and McAvoy. Markham on the bottom, McAvoy out along the top edge. Still side-by-side down the back stretch. Almost 3 wide now. Lindau, Schmutz. No, excuse me. That's Coluccio. Coluccio falling back like a rock through the field. Looks like he's got an anchor behind the 99 car as fast as he's going backwards. Let's go back to the front. 3/4 of a second. Royer to this battle right here. Whiteman and Cody. Nose to tail. Whiteman finding the fence down the backstretch again. Opens the door. The 11 of Cody scoots right through. Now Chad Cody can focus on the 90 car out in front of him. Whiteman to 3rd. Now side-by-side battle. Atkinson, the 127 on the bottom still. Dudek in the 7, riding along the top. That's where all the passes have been made thus far. He gets around now. Atkinson goes to the top. Grimm still 6th. Heinberger, Schmutz. Schmutz going to have his hand full with Lindo and Coluccio. We're going to go back to the front. 18 laps to go already. What's up, Timmy? I knew you were up there. I saw the post, man. Haven't heard from you in too long. Need to call me when you get done over there in Charlotte. See what's going on, man. Royer still in front, but that lead's starting to shrink. Here comes Chad Cody, and I said it earlier, better watch the 11 car. And he is up there reeling in a multi-time champion in many disciplines of sprint cars, Trevor Royer. Halfway home, round one at Eldora, the American Dirt Series 360 wing sprint cars. And Royer got the lead about 5 laps in, has had it for the last 11 laps, and now starting to get reeled in by the 11 of Chad Cody. They're going to catch up to Buddy Ware. Ware just now at the start-finish line into turn one as a leader, about a half a straightaway behind him. Royer coming around to 12 to go, starting to find something again, now starting to stretch out, picked up a quarter second in the last 2 laps. Whiteman a full second behind your top 2. As the leader will encounter lap traffic right here at the exit of turn number 4. Buddy Ware right through the middle of the track. Lets the leaders have the top side. Almost 9/10 now for Royer. He'll come around this time. 2 fistful of fingers, 10 to go. Cody looks like maybe he is starting to fade just a little bit. Whiteman not closing in on second place, holding his own about 1.1 seconds back, make it 1.3 now. Dudek hanging tight right there in fourth. Jesse Atkins on the bottom, still inside your top 5, but I think Grimm is going to sneak by and take over that 5th spot. It's just a matter of time off the top side. More lap traffic in front of your leader. They're 2 wide. Justin Glover and Skylar Massey right here. That is 14th and 15th. As they go by, there's your leader. All the way against the outside wall, Trevor Royer. 6 to go. Has been green since we dropped it. Royer 1 1/4 seconds over Cody as Cody starts to encounter the lap cars. Already down to the wave lap for Trevor Royer. 5 to go from the flagman. Royer, Cody, Whiteman, Dudek, Grimm, Atkinson battling with Heinberger for 6th and 7th. That's a 2 wide, 2 deep deal, but one of those is a lap car. The 17 of Buddy Ware, and Ware checked up the 127 of Atkinson. That lets Heinberger go right on by. But Trevor Royer now really starting to gap the field. About 2.5 laps to go. Don't know if he's going to make it to the lap cars up here. It's going to be close. He may get to David Garman right here, but that's probably going to be as far as he laps into the field. As we're already inside 2 to go. Coming to 1 this time around. White flag in hand for the starter. He shows it to Trevor Royer. 1.8 seconds and holding. Royer probably content to stay behind these lap guys. Get through 3 and 4 off the top side. And round number 1 will go to the 90 car of Trevor Royer. Chad Cody second. And Josh Whiteman will hang on over Connor Dudek to bring home a podium finish. Dudek was 4th and Grimm was 5th. We'll get ready to talk to the top 3 here. Wait for Josh Whiteman to get down here on the front stretch for us. Get get himself out of the car and get into our booth. There's Josh. Let's grab Josh. Josh Whiteman, got a copy.
Yes, sir.
Well, interesting run tonight. You guys went flag to flag, and the 24 car comes home on the bottom step of the podium, man. How was the feature this evening?
A lot of fun. Credit to all the drivers out there tonight for keeping it green the whole way. It's good racing, and hope it continues. But, yeah, I'll definitely take third. Very happy with it.
Yeah, it looked like the track kind of stayed topside dominant. I almost expected the middle or the bottom to try to come in there the last 5 or 6 laps. Just looked like it didn't happen. Not quite enough wear or too much?
I don't know, man. I was just really comfortable up on the top. I saw Connor was coming down low a couple times. He was kind of on my tail at the end there, so maybe another couple laps or so would have came in. But otherwise, it was a really good track tonight. It was a lot of fun.
Well, a great way to start the season, man. Third, nothing to hang your head about at all. I'm sure you got some shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, not at all. I just got to thank my team, American Dirt Motorsports, and then all of our team sponsors. Let me get them here for a second so I don't forget anybody. Here we go. All of our sponsors, Dirtco Media House, Ram Designs, 34 Raceway, WFO Race Engines, Toro Media, Highline Racing, Sprint Car Insider, Central Sign and Lighting, Boneheads Podcast, and Josh Whiteman Music.
All right, man. Congratulations on a great run. Thanks for chatting with us. We'll look forward to seeing you next Wednesday night.
Yep. Thanks, Roger.
Josh Whiteman finishing in third. Let's hop over here. Chad Cody. Well, Chad did not have his car on the grid, so we'll give Chad a little bit of grief about that. Got to keep his car on the grid so we can show him. So, it looks fancy and all. And we don't get to see it when we're chatting with you up here in the booth, man. But a great run. Tell us about your second place in the feature tonight.
Yeah, the car was really good. The track was it was racy. I could catch Trevor, and then I couldn't catch Trevor, and then he just near the end he got into a rhythm, and he was fast. We could put it that way.
Yeah, I talked to Josh about that a minute ago, and I asked him, is the track too worn out or not quite worn out enough? Because it looked like it just stayed topside, and I'm used to seeing this place kind of come back on one of the lower lines with 5 or maybe 8 to go in a feature. What happened out there tonight?
I find usually in a sprint car it's top dominant. I personally love the track tonight. It's super fast. It brings out the racing. But I have seen, like you said, the bottom does come in. It was there early in the race, and then unfortunately, like most tracks, it goes to the top.
Well, nonetheless, an awesome run, man. I'm sure you got some shout-outs before we let you get out of here.
Yeah, all the boys over at American Dirt Motorsports, our sponsors, Dirt Company, Media House, Ram Designs, 34 Raceway, Central Sign and Lighting, Bonehead Podcast, and you for the broadcast.
All right, man. Well, hang on a second. I've lost my... All right. Well, thanks for chatting with us, and we're looking forward to next week seeing you back.
Yeah, it's going to be a fun season. Thank you.
All right. Chad Cody, second tonight. And we'll get him up. We've talked to him many times, many series, and tonight he comes out and pretty much just dominates things. Puts the 90 car on top of the podium. Trevor Rohrer, how are you doing, buddy?
Hey, what's going on, Roger?
Been a minute, man. Great run tonight. You took it over 5 into it, 25 laps. And it looked like maybe the 11 car was going to run you down there. And would you find another gear in that thing or something? Because you really stretched it out at the end.
Yeah, so I got out to the lead. My plan was to run a little light on fuel and hopefully get out to the lead and then roll the bottom and save me a little bit. And it did, but Coke got a little closer than I was expecting. So I moved back up to the top and was just able to maintain. And I'd make a mistake, he'd pull in, and then he'd make a mistake and I'd pull away, and it was just cat and mouse there. Green to checkered for our first race of the season is pretty sweet. At Eldora too, the cushion was gnarly, man. I had a feeling this track was going to be pretty gnarly at the end because we put a lot of laps in warm up and in the hot lap session in the beginning. So I knew this track was going to be slick top to bottom. I was kind of shocked getting pulled away from running the bottom forget who that was in my heat that ran the bottom and could not run him down, which hats off to him. That was pretty impressive. But overall, good night. I'd like to thank my sponsors, my team, Black Diamond Motorsports, Ultimate Dirt TV, 19 Designs, Tim's Dirt Track Simulators, Cody for putting American Dirt Series on again. I love running this league a couple years ago, and that he's brought it back is awesome. And that's about it, Roger.
All right, man. Well, I think you got it, everybody. Congratulations on opening the season up with a win. We're looking forward to seeing how you do every Wednesday night from here on out, buddy.
Yeah, thanks. Actually, one more person to thank is you for broadcasting, running Dirt Racing Network. I always enjoy watching your broadcasts, and I enjoy running the DSRL at 9:30 tonight.
All right, man. Well, we'll see you in a little bit right back here live. Thanks for chatting with us, and good luck the rest of the night.
Yep, thanks, Roger.
Trevor Royer, your winner this evening. Let's take a look at the results. Royer wins it. Cody was second. Whiteman third. Connor Dudek comes home fourth. Matt Grimm was fifth. Lance Heinberger in sixth. Jesse Atkinson, after a great start to the evening, the 127 car faded there in the feature, and he falls to seventh. Steve Lindow, 8th. 9th went to Devin Markham. Patrick Coluccio, 10th. Jacob Schmutz, 11th. Jordan McAvoy in 12th. 13th to David Garman. Skylar Massey, 14th. 15th was Justin Glover. And Buddy Ware rounded out tonight's field. Great start. The American Dirt Series 360 sprint cars. If they can go flag to flag every week, man, it's going to be an exciting series to come and watch. Make sure that you mark your calendars to do it. We will be back. Let's see. What do we got for time? About 30, 35 minutes, maybe right in that neighborhood. We will be back for Dirt Slingers Elite Invitational 410 Outlaws. As long as there's no glitches, no technical difficulties, expect to come right back to it. And then don't forget about tomorrow night, 2 shows. Top of the hour at 8 Eastern. Going to be the Indy Race Parts Hoosier Open Wheel Series, 360 wingless sprint cars, and then we'll follow them up post-haste with the Netcode Esports and Mighty Midget Series. Double feature for the Mighty Midget guys tomorrow night. So a lot of racing over the next 24-hour period. Make sure that you don't miss it. Like, share, and follow on the Facebook page. Subscribe on YouTube and Twitch. If you're over on Trovo, make sure you follow us there, too. We can't see the chat on Trovo. Well, I'm trying to work that out with them. Just haven't been able to get it to work yet. But hopefully soon we can. If you are over there, thank you very much for being there. Come by one of the other platforms and say hey to us. Let us know where you found us. But until then, for Dominic Santino, Zach Krieger, Cody